Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offense. Side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's taken on the 25. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to maneuver. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
There we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out come the Bills. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Green 90. Green 90.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. Mahomes, the first-year starter, moving the Chiefs right down the field. It's 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left. Left, 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 left.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Check 26. Check 26. Wide, wide, wide. Get wide. Kill. Turn it up.
Now a handoff looking right. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Left, 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 left.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Slow. Ace.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Runs over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Hut.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Left, 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 left.
And they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Jones. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1. Now back to throw. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. This is intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They fake the give. Now Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a fast footwork by White. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Ohio!
Here's a give to Richard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. Ace, ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now they try the right side here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 90. Green 90.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Chiefs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Left, 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 left.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Slow. Ace.
Now Mahomes. And Ingram holds it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
They'll drop the throw. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Pushes over him.
No, that's just not right.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Green 39. Green 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Ace. Ace. Check it out, please. Watch quick. Watch quick.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bills draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff to Richard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Richard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go with Jones. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
They had to convert there on fourth down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Hitchens in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all we need.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Anthony Hitchens in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
There we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
He's back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Black 58 round. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try from Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Buffalo, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week.